Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Tony,
And I'm Tralana.
and this is two T's in a pod. Sorry. Well, we are two P's in a pod, but that defeats the whole point of the name thing.
Yeah.
The play on words. So, just in case you didn't get that. I'm still reeling from eating hot sauce. I haven't eaten all day today, except for the little bit of dinner that we had. And we're going to have like a part two kind of some of the things that we didn't eat the last time we did the weird food combination challenge.
Yeah.
So that's why there's a box of Funyuns.
You ate a breakfast sandwich this morning. Since you didn't eat all day.
Oh yeah, I did eat a breakfast sandwich in the morning.
You ate without me.
It was very unfulfilling and unsatisfying. So we're gonna do the Funyuns and the cream cheese.
Yes, which you said was going to be
Amazing.
amazing.
Yes.
Because it's going to be French onion dip, supposedly.
Well, I think it's gonna have hints of French onion dip, just from the onion powder and stuff on the chip. I mean, cream cheese is such a blank canvas. I could talk about cream cheese all day. We'll save that for another pod.
Hopefully when I'm not in.
Yeah, I'll do that one solo. I'll just talk about cream cheese for an hour. And then because I had such a nostalgia trip from the Mr. Rogers and the banana and everything, we have Velveeta singles and we got bananas because I want Tralana to try it and see if my COVID mouth can,
Still likes it.
like, maybe it unlocks a key memory and I'm like, oh, I feel like I was when I was like 6.
That's the phrase.
What?
Unlocked a memory.
Is that the phrase?
Yeah.
I thought that was a common phrase.
I've never heard anybody say, like, because anybody I know would just say, oh, you just reminded me of something, or oh, I just remembered something. Like, people that I know would never say,
Oh.
you just unlocked a memory for me.
Yeah, okay. I say that sometimes. Like if something happens and like like I forgot about it for 10, 15 years and then something happens, I'll be like, "Oh my God, core memory unlocked." I think that is the way me and Lou were using it, was in reference to video games, I think.
Sure. I don't know. I just remember both of you at different points, at separate times, unrelated, have said that you unlocked a memory. And I've never heard that phrase before. So, like, you said it first, and then however later, much later, when you guys were talking, then he said it, but like not in the same conversation. So it's not like he heard you when you said it to me to reuse it. Like, clearly you both
did it
just
on his
used
own.
that phrase. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's interesting. I'm glad you know what, that was bothering me. And then I forgot about it. Core memory unlocked. So, also, we are bumming it today.
Yeah.
I had this idea. I was like, let's just do it in robes. Let's just be comfy and I've had to wear a suit jacket for a few, and I'm like,
Well, and not that this is going to air until next Monday, but I thought part of the reason that we were robing it up
Yes.
was because today is our 1 month
1 month
of being
anniversary.
married.
Yep.
Yeah.
1 month married anniversary. So this is a robing it. We're keeping it cool. It was 97 degrees 2 days ago, and then it was 66 degrees today. So it's a little chilly in here because the air's on, and I just wanted to, I was actually gonna go all out and like, have the fucking ground beef showing, and like not wear the shirt.
Yeah.
But then, I didn't want us to get taken off YouTube,
Yeah. Too sexy. It
Yeah,
would've
I didn't
been-
want the,
I would have had to beat people away.
Yeah, I
it's a
know.
good
It
thing.
would have been a whole thing.
Yeah.
Are you wearing anything under that?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a tank top on.
All right. Well, yeah,
Whatever it is.
let's close it up. We don't need to see.
For that reason, just in case it like slowly separated, because I just have it like, whatever.
Slowly separated your tits? What do you mean?
The robe.
Oh,
in case, like,
the-
as I'm like moving around, if it like
Well,
slowly
you did this. You
separated.
said slowly
Like
separated.
the robe, in case the robe slowly separated.
I thought it was
that,
like peeling them away.
My boobs don't just move like that.
They move.
not peel away move. Like,
Well,
what are you?
thank God for that.
Anyways,
So we are because it's our 1 month anniversary of being
even though you
married.
guys will see this a week
You'll
late.
see this a week late. You're the current episode that just aired is the
Hot
trivia
sauce
hot sauce
trivia. Yes.
challenge, and we didn't get around to saying it on air, but I mean we're still recording this, so recording this on our actual anniversary. So because of that, we were like, let's do a check-in. How's this long distance thing going?
Well, I also didn't know if people realize that we are still, I mean, like,
Still,
obviously, like, people that personally know us in our daily lives, are we like,
I felt like being like Sith Lord for a second. We just got these like today. I picked them
yeah,
up from the Amazon locker, and I'm still test driving it.
sure.
Actually, this is really comfortable.
Yeah.
I, can, we're gonna get back to the topic.
Mhm.
I just want to let you know. I don't know if you know this. I've never owned a robe.
Really?
I have wanted to own a robe my entire life. I always would see movies and like like cool
Is
fucking
that why you wanted like a Hugh Hefner color scheme and then they didn't have it in our
yes.
sizes?
I wanted the red with the black trim because it was like
Yeah.
a Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
Because it just seems like the media portrays men specifically because you don't see a lot of women in robes. I mean obviously you look stunning in your robe, but I feel like it's predominantly a male shower thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I just always think of it as my idea of a woman getting out of a shower is putting your hair in that
In
fucking
a towel?
Chiquita banana thing,
Yeah.
and then a towel wrapped around, and that's how I think of it, and that's what you've been doing, so it fits it for me. But okay, this is coming off because I'm getting hot.
Are we done
But
with this segment?
yeah, I mean you can keep it on, but I was getting warm. But anytime I've seen like men in TV shows and sitcoms or whatever, they always have a robe and they're drinking like a fresh squeezed orange juice. And I'm like, God, that guy's so cool. I want to be
Sure.
that guy. So for years,
Now you're that guy.
now I'm that guy. Oh, thanks, babe. Minus the orange juice. I don't drink a lot of orange juice.
I can get you some.
I know, I know. I do like orange juice, but it's it's the old heartburn. But anyways,
Anyways.
so we have robes, and I'm actually way more excited about it than you'd think.
Right.
I'm gonna wear this fucking thing every day. I'm gonna wear this to like work meetings. I'm just gonna have this robe on. The robe with a shirt and tie.
Perfect.
Okay.
Everybody's gonna be like, Tony, what are you doing?
Yes. Well, they won't know it. Black. It'll just look like a black jacket. They won't know it's a robe. In this camera right now, this probably does. You probably wouldn't even if we didn't point it out. It probably wouldn't look like a robe.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Go ahead.
Anyways, so other than people that know us personally, like I wanted to also do this because I don't know if people realize that we are still long distance. So,
Yep.
like, not only obviously is it good to just do the check-in just to tell people how long distance is, but also because I don't think that people necessarily, because I feel like it would go hand in hand to just assume that because we got married that
We immediately
automatically,
moved in.
yeah, I would be living with you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That would be ideal. I would love that. I think we would all love that. Um, you know, the worst few days of my month are when everybody leaves me. That's like one of the suckiest things about long distances. Eventually, people have to leave, and that goes for everybody. When Ian goes back home to his mom, when you guys leave and go back, to Pennsylvania, it's like, ugh, that is like, it's like I need a day to recover from that day.
Mhm.
But yeah, we do not live with each other. Not yet. Soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
So the challenges.
I mean, what isn't a challenge would be an easier list. I mean, I think, like you said, like time is the biggest enemy because, well, and so I'm the one that does all the back and forth thing. So for me, I feel like I don't have a home base because every other weekend I'm here and for various amounts of time. Like right now, obviously it's been great because I've been here more than not, kind of, because of it being summer break, but I go back to work slash school, however you want to word that, say it, whatever. Like all the kids here in not this upcoming week, but the following week, I go back and then Giuseppe goes back the week after me. So once we're back in school, our weekends will literally be weekends here, other than when there's like a holiday break or whatever that I can come for longer, or if I take like a sick or personal day to extend the weekend. So for me, it feels like I don't have a home base because like this is not my house here. But then when I'm home, I don't want to be there either. So like I just kind of feel unsettled constantly because I'm either at my house, which is, yes, more attuned to me and like all my things are there and like whatever, but that's not where I want to be. Or I'm here, which is where I want to be, but then I'm living out of a suitcase and like nothing is like the way that I would have it if I was here permanently. So it's very unsettling in that way for me with like I don't have a home. I mean I do, but I it feels like I don't. And then time because it feels like till I get here, it's time to leave. And like, it's hard because, like, when I'm here, obviously, it's not that I don't want to do anything, but it's hard to find like a good balance because, like, it either feels like we're doing like nothing, and then I'm like, I don't feel like I'm a part of your life because that's not what you would be doing if I wasn't here. But like, if we're constantly going out and whatever, then that sucks too because then I feel like I didn't really get to spend time with you. So like finding balance in all of the things is also like a challenge in my opinion. But like I mean like we've talked about the me not feeling a part of your life often and like just 2 weeks ago when I was here was the first time that I've ever been here overnight on a Wednesday just because of how scheduling has worked. And so it was the very first time that I've ever gone to the bar that you frequent on Wednesday nights. So like in all the time that I've known you and all the times that I've come out here, that was the first time after us being married and whatever that I got to be a part of your life on a Wednesday night and see your Wednesday night affairs. Like it's just weird for me like cuz like that just contributes to the not feeling like I know you and your life yet fully because like that there's like random days of the week that like I'm not here for so like I don't see those things which makes it weird.
Mm.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
That's yeah, that's it.
I mean, I don't really live a very exciting life, but
In comparison to mine, like I feel like well, okay, so to go back to the like when I come here, it almost feels like I'm staying in like an Airbnb because it's not my place. Like it's not my place. So like like I said,
yeah,
like
but
I'm living out of a suitcase the same
it's
way I would in an
it's
Airbnb.
nobody's place. Do you
It's
know what I
yours.
mean?
What do you
Then it's
mean?
not mine. I pay rent
Look
here
around.
as if I
Everything here is yours except for this chair because it's mine. But
yeah, but that's the whole point of this whole process is slowly but surely you're going to take over this apartment.
I
It's
wouldn't say
gonna
take over,
but it's true. It's not like an overnight. But things are gonna shuffle out. Like for example, this chair, some of the stuff for the podcast. You brought your ring light, which I'm assuming you're gonna take that back home, right?
I mean it can stay here. It doesn't matter
Okay,
to me.
I wasn't sure. But anyways, there's plenty of things that you're gonna slowly bring. You brought fucking measuring cups.
Yeah, because I needed to make shit and you didn't
Yeah,
have some.
I do,
Well,
but
nothing is organized very well. let me
no,
just
it's
say.
organized exactly where
Chaotically.
I
Chaotic.
know it is.
Yeah, sure.
So, hey
Until you
man,
say,
if
"Where's
you don't
my?"
like the chaotic nature, organize it. I
Until
don't
you're like,
care.
"Where's my other I forget what you
No,
call it,
no.
but
The
like,
other, my other oven mitt thing
yeah.
was because I'm a very simple man. I like gray and black, but every utensil and every kitchen thing is gray or black. So the mitt was shoved under another gray spatula, and I can't see, and it was kind of dark. And I was like, I can't find it. That was my fault. I didn't look hard enough. That was an occasion where I didn't look hard enough. But fine, okay, but you're gonna bring this time it's measuring cups, the next time it's gonna be she bought a dish towel. there's we're
You said you didn't have enough.
we're gonna well I have disgusting decorative ones because I use decorative ones, I guess, that you're not supposed to. So now, here's the thing. we let's say you guys come and you move in, right?
Hmm.
We might need to replace some things. We might need a new kitchen table that suits us better. We might need new chairs. We might need,
No, I get that,
and
but
then
I'm
you're going to
saying,
be a part of that process.
right. That wasn't. I wasn't indicating that it would never be different. I'm saying when I come now, I mean even like that, like you move sides of the bed when I'm here than where you are when I'm not here. So like that, like I'm displacing you each time that I come instead of you just like moving and staying on that side and like accepting that like this is my side now and like whatever. No, like you displace back and forth whether I'm here or not. And like whatever. So I'm saying like it feels like
Mm,
that's the truth.
yeah, but you aren't displacing me. I
What
don't.
word would you like me to
I
use
don't
there?
think I could sleep on the other side, and you have you on the other side. It wouldn't feel because I naturally sleep on the other side of you. So
Right.
when you're in the bed, I have to sleep on that side. It would feel weird if I was on the other side.
Right.
So displacing me makes it seem like when you're here, I'm not
But you're
happy about my sleeping situation.
displaced doesn't have like you're putting a negative connotation to it. I'm just simply I'm using the word as it's intended. I'm making you move, whether that's a positive or a negative. I'm making you move
I
sides
would
of the
say
bed.
I would say I'm 50-50 with it. I don't have a preference on the side of the bed. When
Okay.
I have a preference. Okay, I have a preference when I'm alone, and I have a preference when you're with me. But I think it's okay for people to have preferences in that. So I wouldn't even
Sure, I
say
guess.
it's
I always sleep in my bed at home. I always
in
sleep
the
in the
middle.
same
Yeah,
spot.
I get it.
No, I don't.
That's where you sleep here.
No. Neither place do I sleep in the middle. But anyways, I have a side of my bed that I sleep on even though there is just empty space on the other side. Like I just sleep in the same space. And like if I had to share my bed with someone, they would sleep on the other side of it. Like I wouldn't displace myself. I would stay in my
Right.
spot.
Yeah.
Anyways, the point was I live out of a suitcase when I'm here. Like it's not like
But you have drawers.
I have a drawer that's
You could
not
have
useful to
you
me.
could have all the drawers on that side. You can have all of them.
Okay. Well, anyways,
It's not like you have
well, they're
lack of
full of
drawers.
stuff.
There's like a few. I could literally take. I could actually probably put it in a garbage bag and not throw it out, donate it, and never know the difference.
Anyways, so I live out of a suitcase when I'm here.
I live out of a basket.
That's your choice. It is.
All right, go on. You live out of a suitcase, like a traveling hobo on the
I do.
rails.
I mean, it feels that way. So, so it's hard, and like that's so. I feel like, in general, it's. I mean, it's one of the things that I've said to you many times that like I worry that when the day finally comes and the judge finally says that I can move and whatever, that that our lives we're gonna have. I feel like we're gonna have more trouble enmeshing our lives together than what it seems like. Because right now, when I come here, we just do whatever, like your stuff. Like we go to your bars with your friends and do your activities and like whatever. There's none of me in our relationship. Like in general, there's not any of like me. Like the two things that have overlapped that are things that I enjoy are the Fan Expo and C2E2 that we just did. Everything else centers around like you and your likes and whatever, which is fine for now, but like I don't want to live my whole life that way. indefinitely. Like, I want to find things here that I like and would actually like want to do. So like that's my concern, is that like once the time comes, like because we'll have been doing this for so long, that it's going to be like this is just the way that things are, and then it'll either be that I'm just miserable, or that it's going to cause problems for me to then be like, okay, but these are things that I would want to do, and you're going to be like, but that's not what we do. You know what I mean? Like, so like that, I mean, and I've told you that, like that is a concern of like bringing our lives together in one place at one time. So, bless you.
Excuse me.
Jesus.
Yeah, you've told me this.
Yeah.
I told you don't have to worry about it.
Right, but that remains to be seen.
You can do whatever you want.
Sure.
I mean, within reason, but
Right. Sure.
I mean, part of it is because, you know, there are a lot of things that you've expressed interest in doing, but they're not things that we can do every 2-3 weeks. Like, if you're like, oh, I want to take dancing classes, will you take dancing classes with me? Yeah, I'll take dancing classes with you. What, are we gonna go once a month?
Oh, no, like I don't
You
mean,
know, I want to
yeah,
do
I get what you're
glass
saying.
blowing. Yeah, let's do glass blowing. But like, I think that's a more than just a 2-hour tour and then, you know,
Yeah.
fucking using hot rods and molten molten lava.
Yeah.
So it's like there are things that are in my brain I know that you would like to do, but they're
Yeah.
you got to live here. We got to be under a roof to do them.
Yeah.
The things that I like are fucking karaoke. You can do that anywhere at any time.
Right. I'm just saying like that we're talking about long distance and likes and dislikes and whatever about it. I mean, I don't have any likes, so we can skip that part unless you have likes. But
Likes about long distance.
yeah.
I, I like going to Pennsylvania for subs.
Sure.
I mean,
I've
I'm
only
just,
been to Pennsylvania twice.
I know, but the subs there are at that place are great. Genova subs is great. It's a positive. I wouldn't drive just for them. So being in a long distance relationship allows me to consume them.
Sure.
But yeah, there's not really a whole lot of
No.
positives in that one.
No.
I guess the positive is in the way I look at it is the positive is the end result. The anticipation and looking forward to the end of the long distance relationship.
Yeah.
Like the end, looking forward to the end is what keeps me going through the long distance relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've said that.
Have I?
I mean, probably not on the podcast,
Oh.
but like in life, that like you say that. I mean, kind of all the time.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
Huh?
What? I said you're welcome.
Oh,
This
Yeah.
is terrible. I'm so mad.
I mean, yeah, because it tastes different. Because no, Tony hasn't had
This
a
tastes like balls.
okay. Hasn't had an energy drink in forever.
Well, this particular energy drink. I've had like sugar-free Red Bulls and stuff. Those taste a lot like medicine to me. But they always have. What Red Bulls always had that weird medicine-y taste. But Full Throttle and Nas used to be my go-tos, like all the way through my 20s and even my early 30s. I was drinking. I don't. Did I ever tell you about my addiction to energy drinks?
I have no idea. Probably not.
From the age of, I would say 16, 17 to 30, 31, 32, I didn't go a single day without at least 2 energy drinks.
Yikes.
And my doctor would tell me, you are out of your mind. You're going to kill yourself.
Mhm.
That with and the smoking. He's like, you're smoking and drinking energy drinks. You're doing two of the worst things to your body. So I I cut them out years ago. And if I ever had an energy drink, it had to be sugar free. Very rarely. How many times have you seen me drink an energy drink? One, maybe once. You saw me drink. I think you saw me drink a sugar free Red Bull the other day, and you're like, "I've never seen you drink that."
I wasn't here. You told me about it, and I was
Oh,
like, I've never known you to
there you
drink.
go. Yes.
Yeah.
So every now and then, but yeah, this tastes like fucking balls.
And you have a whole nother one to
I
go.
know, and I bought. Well, they were 2 for $4. What are you gonna do?
Right.
Um. So
I mean, like I did all the talking, so now you need to
well,
say.
I do most of the talking 80% of the time.
I
So
know, well, but I feel like this is a good one to have both of our opinions on. Like I said it from my perspective as the traveler, traveling vagabond. Like say it from your perspective, because I mean, like predominantly you just get to stay here and have me come and go. So like,
good. Go under there. I yeah, I understand that. I I don't want you to live in a suitcase.
mhm,
I want you to I mean I've told you a million times like I want you to start putting your stuff in drawers. I want you to commandeer the nightstand even though I have to move my watch holder to the other one.
mhm,
I want you to uh you know start making it more of a second well actually I mean I don't want to say primary but I want it to feel like you have two home bases instead of zero.
mhm.
But I need like I will give you the tools for that. It's like whatever you want, I will I will clear out those drawers tonight. I will do whatever you want. But like at the same time, if I do that, then you gotta leave stuff here.
Well, yeah, but I do leave stuff
I would
here.
like you to leave enough stuff here where you don't even need to bring a suitcase.
Mhm.
That would be ideal. I'll clean out half of the drawers and for Joseph, like he could keep some stuff here. Like it's just as much his and yours as it is everybody else's. Like I don't want to make it. I don't want to feel like an Airbnb. Like I don't like if you notice there's some quality of life thing that you want around here when especially when you're here and you're like sweetheart, you don't have any fucking mixing, bowls, or you don't have, which I do have mixing bowls. I'll show you where they are. Um, you know, like we need more plastic cups. We
I brought
need
plastic
you.
cups.
And you did, but also we can go. Like
Well, but
we can go to Home Goods, and
some
I'll
of
let you bust out your wallet, and you can buy me some stuff. Buy us some stuff. Excuse me. Buy
no, no,
us.
no, everything is yours.
No, that is not
Oh, but
true
it
at all.
is. Even okay, I tried to be really cute and I ordered 3 things with Tony's last name on them. Not my last name because it's Tony's last name.
Oh my
And
god.
and I was so proud of myself and showing off my new articles of clothing and the response that I got was, "How many things are you going to order with my name on them?" And then, after a brief pause and probably some facial reactions out of
Okay,
me,
hold
he
on.
corrected himself to our last name.
Okay. I did correct myself. I've gone 36 years with it being my name. So cut me some fucking slack. Okay? It's our name. Okay? I corrected it. You didn't even have to prompt me for the correction.
No, I'm sure my face did.
I correct probably, but I corrected it. Second of all, it was more so because I think it's adorable. I do. But the articles that you bought a hoodie,
Mhm.
you bought sweatpants
Mhm.
and slippers.
No, the slippers.
Oh,
don't
the slippers say Mr. or
say,
Mrs.
no, the slippers say off the market.
Do they? I thought it had rings on them.
Off and the market.
Oh, there is a ring on it though. But okay, the ring is the O and off. I got it. So that and then what was the third
The
article?
romper.
Oh, that's right. She got like a romper. I mean, it's a onesie, isn't it?
That's
It's
what a
more.
romper is.
I don't think a romper's the same as a onesie. I think a romper is. I don't know. I feel like a romper doesn't detach at the pelvic area. What does this say?
It's a one-piece outer garment for adults, typically worn as overalls or as sporting clothes, cashmere bodysuits.
Yeah, but that's doesn't seem like it's the same. Like I don't see if show me a picture of a romper that looks like what you bought. Cuz I don't think you're going to find it.
What do you mean?
No,
All of
because yours
these.
is form fitting. Yours is like a onesie, like a elastic bands and whatever. We
No
can talk about
elastic
this another time. It doesn't matter.
Romper.
That is not. Those are
Romper.
shorts.
That's exactly what I have right there, except for mine's long sleeve.
Yeah, that is pretty much what you bought.
Anyways. And next time
You
on
know,
Two T's
hold
the
on.
Pod, we'll
But
discuss
this,
what a
see,
romper is.
hold on. But this has a collar.
Oh, mine doesn't have a collar.
Yeah,
I'm
this is
sorry.
business attire. This has a collar.
It was just for me to wear here, anyways.
Point is I
It's not like
corrected
I'm wearing it out in
myself.
public.
I corrected myself, and I appreciate the thought and gesture. But it reminded me of like
Obviously not.
stuff that you would wear on like a bachelorette or like a honeymoon. But it's yeah, I corrected it.
I mean,
It's
sweatpants or
in fact
sweatpants.
you have access to more identification with our last name than I do.
What do you mean?
I have no idea where my social security card is. I have no idea where, you know,
That's just
like
'cause-
a passport. You didn't update your passport.
No.
But like you have more pieces of paper that have
Only because I had to change my last name to yours.
right. And I don't have any of that. My birth certificate. Well, you didn't change your birth certificate, obviously.
No.
But just for the record, I have no idea where my birth certificate is. I've
Perfect.
gotten like 4 copies of my birth certificate, and I always lose them.
See, that's what the fire safe is for.
I know.
Which I brought here.
Yeah, see, she brought a fire safe. Now we have a little fire safe for all of our important documents and stuff, which is awesome. Again, it's a piece of us for here. So slowly, we're gonna get there, just in time for us to move.
Right.
We're gonna have pictures up, pictures from C2E2.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to incorporate your flair. You've got coffee, thermos cups and stuff. You got
That
shoes.
the children used.
I don't even want to talk. I don't want to talk about the children. Children are gonna make my brain explode.
Yeah, I do bring shoes here and leave
Yeah,
them.
shoes. Like there's all kinds of stuff here.
No, I mean my goal is the same. I mean, well, because sometimes I fly because it's way faster and saves some of the valuable time.
She flies here.
No, I fly on my broomstick.
Yes.
Let's not be
She opens
coy.
up her.
I fly on my broomstick.
I had to make sure that my legs weren't showing. For some reason, I looked at the screen. I'm like, holy shit! Did I just flash the whole? I mean, I'm wearing boxers.
No, he's not. Don't let him fool you.
All right. Yeah, I'm
He's
free
naked
balling it
beside
right
me.
here.
Eh.
My balls are sticking to this chair.
You're sitting on your robe, not the chair. Anyways.
Am I? Am I?
Anyways. I do because of flying sometimes. I did buy like full-size bottles of my shampoo and conditioner and stuff to
That's
leave
true.
here
Yep.
because
Shower
it's
stuff?
annoying having to bring little like
Don't you always have a toothbrush here?
sample stuff. No, I don't have a toothbrush here.
You didn't leave that little travel one here?
No,
Oh, maybe that was Ian's.
I don't know.
Someone left a toothbrush here.
I take mine back and forth. I mean, because I use an electric toothbrush. So like I wouldn't it wouldn't be my travel one. Anyways, But no, I did start leaving certain things like my mouthwash is under the sink. So that way when I'm here, like I don't have to bring like a little sample one. So like certain things like that, like I've already started doing myself for myself. So that way too, like when I fly, it's easier. Um, but no, I just meant like we're talking about what happens or can happen or whatever in a long distance relationship. And that's just part of like the awkwardness of it for whoever the traveler is. Like, because like that, like in our circumstance, it's me. And it is hard, like I said, like, because I feel like I have zero home base versus one or two or whatever. So
What would make this feel like home base?
I don't know. I mean,
See? How
no,
can I help?
I do, I do know, but like, I mean, some of the things that you just said would like that, like if you cleared out more drawers, because like that one drawer, I just keep miscellaneous things in. I don't want to say. So,
Should we take a tour?
I have
Should we talk about what happened yesterday? Or should we not talk about that?
what thing
You know
that
what?
if you want to talk about that,
I mean, I have no problem with it.
I
I don't know what your audience and what you want people to know and what you don't want them to know.
I don't care. I have an affinity for dressing up. So the one drawer that Tony,
Isn't it funny? Hold on. You're making it sound like the only drawer he gave me was the one drawer just because I got to put my outfits in.
what?
You're making it sound
No,
like,
you gave me a drawer. What I chose to do with it is put all of
okay,
my
I
little
want that
outfits
clear.
in.
If that's what you chose, and I didn't just say you get one drawer and that's it.
No,
I'm
that's just it. Just so happens you only cleared one out, so it's
okay.
what I work with.
All right.
And I have an affinity for dressing up. It's something that I like to do. It's not even what you've asked or anything. I like to do that. So, what's in my drawer is a whole bunch of sexy outfits.
Mm-hmm.
And my perfume. Like I have one of my things of perfume because you can't fly with certain size things. So, like I'm trying to stuff like that like I can't fly with, like shampoo, conditioner, body wash, mouthwash, like things that I would buy in like larger sizes. You can do travel sizes, but that's a pain in the ass. Or like you can fill like like because you can only have like 3 ounces.
Really?
Yeah. For any of you that don't fly often, you can only have 3 ounce containers on your your carry-on. I don't do checked baggage.
Okay. So I always check
See,
my
we're
bag.
opposites on that. Like you only check, I only carry on.
I mean, this is off topic, but I want to walk on a plane with.
There's like a little gnat.
I want to walk on a plane with nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing but maybe a laptop bag or my iPad. I don't want to be one of those people who's trying to find a luggage space up top. I don't want to be one of those people that's trying to get my suitcase down and bonking somebody in the head because they don't know personal space boundaries. Like people on planes are like they lose all sense of like, and it's not their fault because planes are kind
Small.
of made to pack everybody in like sardines.
Yeah.
So when I go on, I want nothing. I will check it and run the risk of them losing my bag. Because if they lose my bag, I'll just go buy new stuff. Like, that's the way I look at it.
And I'm exactly the opposite. I get anxiety about like stuff like that. So like I would have anxiety about them losing my bag. Giuseppe, when he flew a direct flight, he went to his father's wedding in Florida a couple years ago. And when he flew back to Philadelphia, I had to pick him up in Philadelphia. And it was a direct flight. So there was no reason for his luggage to get lost. And they lost his suitcase. And so there I am, like I find my child in the airport, thank God. That part worked out. But then his luggage was missing. And so his dad is blowing my phone up, we're going back and forth. Giuseppe is crying because like he thinks his dad's gonna be mad at him. And I'm like, it's not even your fault.
Like he's the one that loaded and
Right,
unloaded the
exactly.
luggage rack.
And so like it was a hot mess. And they found it the next day or whatever, and they drove it from Philadelphia to my house and whatever. But I had to go through all this extra rigmarole, and like I didn't enjoy it. So I don't check. I carry on, and I don't bonk anybody on the head, and I don't have problems. I
You
just
don't.
I just load my
People
thing, I
do.
grab it, and I run. Because also, I would get anxiety about finding the like baggage claim, the correct carousel. And I don't want to deal with any of that. Like, I want to grab my shit and I want out of there. So like,
Baggage carousels are easy.
well, that's good for you. I don't I don't do that. So yeah. So when you carry on, you can only have 3 ounces, and so it's a pain in the ass. So plus, like, you can only have the smaller size carry on luggage. So like, I have to fit all of the things that I want to bring and whatever. And I mean, I'm a typical girl in that sense that
Unless
like
you checked
overpacks.
it and then you could pack better.
Sure, whatever. But my end goal is to eventually have it set up, like you said, like clothes here and there so that I don't necessarily have to bring, which I've already started to do. Like my dresses, I don't have a reason to dress up in Pennsylvania. I mean, unless I was going to a funeral or something, but I'm just saying, then I would need my black dress.
You guys do like square dancing and the
I would wear my black dress to a
Amish
funeral. Anyways, so
Amish
I've started leaving my
What is it called?
Romspringa.
Romspringa.
I've
That's right.
sorry, the gnat was like right in my face. I hit the mic.
Fucking
and I didn't mean
gnats.
to. Anyways, I've started leaving my dresses here and like my dress shoes here because
Yep.
the chances of me needing them in Pennsylvania are slim to none. So some of that stuff has started staying here. But yeah, so like if you cleared out the rest of that side of the dresser,
I will clear it all out.
I would fill it with my
will
shenanigans
shove it.
so that I wouldn't
There's
have
a
to.
there's a Salvation Army truck or AmVets or something that is right over by Kohl's.
Okay.
And I will fill up because I'm sure everything in those drawers. I couldn't even tell you the last time I went in the drawers to find clothes for myself. I went in the drawers for the first time today to find Nicholas something to wear. Because Nicholas was like, "Can I have a shirt and some shorts?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I found some that I didn't even know were in there.
Perfect.
You could have the
But
whole
anyways.
dresser because I hate dressers.
I only put at home. So okay, again, at home, I already told you this. I'm a psycho. And what? And I hang all of my shirts. Yeah. If I own a shirt, it's on a hanger. I don't fold, like I fold my tank tops and put
I was
them
just
in
gonna say, I was like, every shirt,
I don't consider this a shirt. I
like
consider it an
t-shirts,
undershirt.
even t-shirts.
T-shirts. Every shirt I own
I
is
mean,
on a hanger
I don't disagree with it
in
because.
my closet
And why do you do that?
so that I don't have wrinkles.
Yes.
What do you?
Oh well, I hate wrinkled clothes.
Yeah.
I have a steam iron thing
Mm-hmm.
for that reason because I know that your method is better. I have so many. So I'm a box. I keep box. Okay, this is a whole.
We've gotten so
We
far
were
off
getting this
topic.
off, but real quick. I've moved a lot in my life.
Mm-hmm.
I think this here is the longest I've stayed in one place. I'm a nomad.
Mm-hmm.
But once, Nick B came, Nicholas, my son, once he came and started living with me, I couldn't be that way anymore. I wasn't even supposed to be here this long.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so because of that, you will notice I don't throw boxes away.
Mm-hmm.
I have the boxes for everything. These microphones, all my flash things. So I keep boxes. My closet's filled with boxes. Because to me, it's like, oh, I'm going to be moving. I have all the original boxes. It'll be easy to box everything up, and then I won't have to worry about wrapping it. I'll have all the styrofoam and all the boxes.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it. I do know I have to. It's on my list. I have to clean all the boxes out of the closet, get rid of that shit, and then, like you said, like I got to start hanging up clothes because I basically live out of a big laundry bin. It's a big bin, and then if something's wrinkly to the point where it's too wrinkly, I will steam it, and it's not a good way to do things. So
Yeah.
I will clean out drawers for you. I will clean out the closet.
Then I have to get color coded hangers. Oof, it's a lot. Or I have to bring my hangers, whichever.
Yeah, I mean, however,
'Cause
that's your system.
I'm psycho with my
You
closet.
can have
Everything is Roy G. Bived by what it is, and
this
they all have
is
different colored hangers.
you need to talk to somebody.
I,
Your hangers are fucking Roy G. Biv.
not the hangers themselves. So like I told you this before.
I know,
like,
but you mean your
the clothing on the hangers.
That's even worse. The shades of your clothing go in Roy G. Biv.
Yeah. So like my short sleeved shirts, like my t-shirts.
What do you do for black?
What do you mean?
What do you do for
White
black?
is at one end and black is at the other, and then it's Roy G. Biv in the middle.
Mm.
And if it's a white and black shirt, I have to see which color is more predominant to me. It's like a zebra stripes. Are they black with white stripes or white with black stripes? I have to figure it out, and then I go by that on which end they go on.
Hey,
It's a thing. I should see someone. It's fine.
that is
You think
that
you
is
have
the craziest shit I've ever heard.
You think you have quirks, but I have quirks too.
I know you. I'm not saying I'm the only one that has quirks, but that is obsessive.
I know. Why do you think that when we played the newlywed game and I said you think that you're the cleaner one, but it's really me? This is why.
That doesn't
because
mean you're cleaner.
no, but like I cleaned the stove and stuff here. Like,
But you made
I
the mess
do-
on the stove, didn't you?
No, it was just messy.
I thought you boiled milk over.
No, that was after I said I was going to clean it, and then I was like, "Who cares?" Because I'm going to clean
Oh, then you were like, ah, fuck it.
it. Right.
Oh, okay.
No, and I'm the one that's like the trash is too full. Like that stuff bothers me.
Yes, that stuff doesn't bother me
Yeah.
because, well, it will. I have a timer that it will get to me.
But see, I can't. Whereas you can like put a timer on it and be like, that has to be
Yes,
done by
but
Tuesday at 6 p.m.
That's because it has to be done by one of the children. It
I
has to be for me
just do it.
because here we just had this. We're going off topic again.
Yes. Always.
I love all of our children.
Mm-hmm.
I would die for all of them. However, they do everything wrong.
Yes.
I went into the cabinet today, not a single fucking dish. Zero. And we have plenty of dishes.
There's never a clean fork here.
No, and I have 48 forks.
Not really.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have 2 packages, and each pack comes with 2 different sets of forks, salad fork and dinner fork. So there's 8 in each pack, 8, 16, so like 30 something. I had 30 something forks. So in the midst of throwing forks in the trash or throwing them out the goddamn window while they're taking a piss on the deck, whatever they're doing, there's no
they're
forks.
slapping each other in the face with
Oh my
taco shells
God.
and then throwing them away.
I don't understand. The funniest thing, this will encapsulate it. Okay, you know what I'm going to say, right?
I don't know.
We're in the car. I got a text message from a friend of mine who said, "Hey, I'm at Italian Fest in Naperville."
Oh, yeah.
And I just, in passing, I said, "Hey, you guys, we were on our way back from the Comic-Con, the C2E2 in Chicago." And I'm like, "Hey, you guys want to take a stop at the Italian Fest, Italian Days or whatever in Naperville?" My oldest son goes, I mean, is there free food? And I'm like, motherfucker, everything you eat's free. What do you mean is it free food? Free for who? Everything you eat is free. You slap each other in the face with tortillas and then throw it out. The food that I purchase to sustain life for you. Tralana goes to look at the bread. What? She opened the bread and it looked like somebody tried to wad it up into a
There was,
basketball.
Fingerprints.
Fingerprints.
All of them, like embedded in, it was pawed.
2 cases of pop gone in 2.5 days. Not a plate in sight. No forks. that can't.
The
that,
cups. There's cups everywhere.
There's cups everywhere.
And partially like soda cans that are like Giuseppe while we were filming walked out here and
with
dumped
like
like
7
four
fucking
at
cans.
least, yeah. It was
I
bananas.
love my children. They do everything wrong. And I keep trying to help them. Be like, you can't do this. But it's not getting through.
I think my favorite is Giuseppe peeing off the balcony during the daytime. Like he didn't even wait for it to be nighttime. He just went and we're all the way at the top.
You know what the worst part about that is? The balcony is technically the front of the building. That's the front of the building. That overlooks a little pond, and that's where everybody's front door. That's where everybody goes to walk their dogs and look at the ducks, and then he's pissing off the fucking third story. Just, hey, nice weather we're having, huh? Oh, almost got you.
That's my boy.
Yeah. I don't mind, 2 o'clock in the morning, someone's
Yeah, I
taking
wouldn't have
a
cared.
steamy dump and you got to take a piss. Yeah, go out there and be discreet about it. But fucking 11 in the morning, be like, I don't even think he waited that long.
I don't think there was anybody in the bathroom.
He just chose.
He just chose to. He likes to pee outside. He does it all the time. We have a fenced-in backyard, so like he just goes out back and pees all the time because the back door is closer to him than the bathroom. Like,
Don't you? Isn't the grass all dead then?
I don't think he does it off in the same spot.
Oh,
often
well, yeah, you're
enough.
right. He's not like a dog that
Yeah.
goes and pisses in the same spot.
No, he just goes wherever. I mean, Giuseppe and I take nightly walks, and like if we're on our walk at night and he has to pee, he'll just go pee on a tree, like or a bush while we're walking, like random, like a dog would. I mean,
Oh.
my kid he likes to pee outside.
Well,
He hasn't grown out of it yet.
peeing outside is fine. I
I've
don't have
tried
any
to
problem
explain
with
to him
that.
that at some point he's gonna get like an indecent exposure charge for that, but
I mean, if he does it at 11 in the morning again,
we're talking about you.
I think we're gonna pause it because we got a
Yeah,
couple
we
minutes
need
left.
to try our
Enough
foods.
time to try our foods and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we will be right back. We're going to get set up to try a couple of these taste tests. So we'll be right back. And we're back. So we're going to start with this nostalgia overload. I haven't eaten this in 30 years. And it's one of those things in my brain that I remember the day and it just blew my little balls off. My little 6-year-old nuts. All right. So what we're going to do is now I used Kraft singles because I didn't even know Velveeta existed until I met Tralana. Well, Velveeta singles anyway. So what we're going to do is take the plastic cheese, discard the non-edible plastic. All right.
You open your banana.
I should make a gif of this. What do you mean I open it upside down?
You open your banana upside down.
What? It's no such thing. What is the difference between my banana and your banana?
You open yours upside down.
But the end result is the same. It's unsheathed just as whatever. Okay. Right. So yep, you wrap, and then we bite. Oh, that's so good.
I mean, it's not bad, but like
This is so good.
it's just a
Oh.
banana and cheese.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Plus the cheese is so soft. Mm. I also fucking love bananas.
I do
don't-
love bananas.
I don't eat enough bananas.
I'm good for potassium.
Yeah. They're also radioactive because of the potassium. Yep. You know what? Still as good as I remember it. I don't think I'm getting the finer flavors that I did, obviously, but It's that soft, cheesy, salty, and I'm glad we got the ripe ones. We went to the store earlier.
Mhm.
Went to Amazon Fresh, which is like it's like a how do I explain it? Amazon Fresh, if you've never been there, it's like a I don't know. It's like a grocery store in disguise. It's like not a real grocery store. It looks like a grocery store. They didn't even have Funyuns.
Neither did the real grocery
Well,
store.
they had at least a box of it, not a 10 pack with 2 bags in it. Um, but then we went to Jewel, which is a grocery store in the Midwest, and they had ripened bananas. And Tralana picked the bunch that I would have picked. I said, pick the one you think I'm going to pick, and she picked it. So
We have a weird.
we have a connection.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Malware Bites is giving me a free 14-day trial. No thanks. Okay, let's try this one. This is I'm really excited for. Oh, would you? Good, right?
Yeah, I said I don't know that I would eat it again, but I mean it was two things that I like.
I would. I
It was-
might. I got a bunch of bananas left. I might. That might be my like midday snack.
There you go.
That'd probably fill me up too.
There you go. I mean, like I said, it's two things that I already like, so I don't have an issue with either thing. And putting them together wasn't gross, like the Doritos and Oreos and all that stuff that we did the other week that I wanted to vomit from. So
Oh God, yeah.
what?
Mm-mm.
What? We can't eat Funyuns,
These taste awful to me now.
so you're not even gonna try it.
No, I'll try it, but it's not the same experience that I used to have. I can't even taste the onion. I just taste that fried
Oh.
flavor. All right,
So how much are you putting on yours?
I'm put
Like,
enough
should
to
I go
break it.
more?
No, I think that's good.
Okay.
I don't think we could do more because they're so brittle.
Yeah. Ready?
Huh?
Yeah. You're right. It's French onion. It tastes like I dipped a chip in French onion dip.
Yeah, I knew this was good because cream cheese is such an empty canvas. It's like, although now, this whole container's fucked.
I mean, well, you can't, but if I was staying here longer, I would just sit and do this because I love French onion dip.
So, I love cream cheese so much that I would make cream cheese sandwiches with pickles.
Ew.
Mm-hmm. Cream cheese
and
sandwiches
pickles?
with pickles. And I bagels and lock, like salmon, is like one of my favorite breakfasts. Get smoked salmon, everything bagel with plain cream cheese.
I tried to spoil Tony on Sunday morning because Sundays are his. Did you just roll your eyes at me?
No, I just looked at the camera. I love you.
I'm gonna watch that back.
I'll cut it. I'll
Um,
edit it. What? Oh, that's way too much.
And I started a thing where I'm making him breakfast in bed every Sunday morning.
It's very sweet.
But I don't bake bacon when I make it, but he does. And so I tried to bake bacon for him. It did not go well. So he only got his egg sandwich.
I was
that he
happy with the
wanted.
egg sandwich. I really was.
But
Because you make a really good egg sandwich.
it is one of my specialties.
Yeah, Sundays is like a...
Tony doesn't like to do anything on Sundays. So I tried to embrace and heighten that by making him breakfast in bed every Sunday that I'm here.
So, a lot of people might not know this, but, I spent the majority of my life...
What is happening?
That's the bag is like
I see.
freaking it out. I spent the majority of my life working a lot, to the detriment of my family. And, I unloaded trucks. I Worked third shift. I worked,
Like me
you know,
now with my 2 jobs.
yes, I worked, between 70 and 80 hours a week. I would work, at one point I was working, 5 days a week, eight to eight to 4, taking a nap and then going and working overnight from like 10 to 6. And it was rough. So, but I tried to at least always have Sunday as my decompression day. And over the course of many years, I have kind of adopted I don't like doing things on Sunday. It's not a religious thing. It's not I would even say, go so far as to say, nowadays I don't really work that hard. So it's not like I need that day, but it's just a day where I don't have to have an itinerary filled with bullshit. Like, I like to just sit, watch a video. Eat. It's also a cheat day, kind of, if I'm adhering to a diet. I can eat shit that I like. So Sundays are a very important day. You could fill all the other days with stuff. We can go shopping. We can go on a hiking. We can go to the gym. We can go take the kids somewhere. All the other days, but please do not schedule anything on a Sunday for me. And even still, we did do stuff. We recorded and did other stuff yesterday.
Only out of necessity because, again, there is no time because I'm only here for such a
Right.
short amount
Well,
of time.
I would be somewhat of an asshole if I was like, "Fuck that, we're not doing anything. It's my day." Like, I'm not saying it's like written in stone. I can make, I
Well,
can.
I guess that's the blessing and the curse for you on the weekends that I'm here is it's a trade-off. Like, we unfortunately have to do things on Sunday because it's one of the only days that I'm here. But so, like, you're getting me here, but then you have to do things on Sunday. Not every time, but certain times, because especially now as we get back into the school year where I'll only be coming for the weekend. Like, my next visit in 2 weeks, I'm literally flying in Friday night and flying out Sunday night. Like, and the reason that I'm flying is just that because I work Friday during the day at school and then I have to be back at school Monday morning. So if I drove, I would literally have been here for 24 hours, if that,
Yeah.
and then been driving the rest of the weekend.
Well,
So
I'm trying not to chew in front of the camera. Yeah, the mic. This was a success.
yeah, I like this one.
I don't like the fact that I can't eat these. I don't like these without the cream cheese. But the cream cheese takes away that awful, weird fried food taste that I get. So yeah, I would do. I don't know if I would do this, but
What?
I think. I think for me, cream cheese is kind of the base of most dips anyway. Cream cheese or sour cream.
Yeah. I mean, I would do this simply because I don't often buy like hell of a good French onion dip. But if I was going to keep cream cheese in the fridge anyways for like bagels and things, I would absolutely grab some Funyuns and scoop out. I mean, I wouldn't scoop it out of the container like we're doing right now so that I didn't ruin the rest of the container flavor wise. But I would dip some out and do this on a regular basis. I could absolutely see myself doing that.
You know what I would do?
What?
I would blitz this in a food processor, and then fold it into the cream cheese.
But then what would you eat it with?
Ruffles, a plain chip.
So essentially just making your own variation of a French onion.
Yeah. Have you ever made your own French onion with like French onion soup packets and?
No.
It's good. Sour cream. All right. I've had my fill now that I'm all crummy. All right, so we're at time. This was a success. long distance relationship, work in progress. Maybe
I honestly don't think that long distance relationships work for most people because
why do you think it works for us? I was going to bring this up.
well, I mean, there's multiple factors, but I think you've said it before, like our age plays a role in it because we're both old enough and mature enough to like handle like know like what's going on and whatever. Like I don't know how to describe that part, but you know
Sure.
what I mean.
Yep.
Um and our jobs, like because I'm a teacher, like I said, like I essentially lived here almost all summer. Um so even on times that like cuz obviously Giuseppe goes with his dad, so like I was even crazily like driving the 10 hours back to Pennsylvania, dropping Giuseppe off with his dad, and then turning around and driving the 10 hours back out here just so that I could have more time with Tony. So, like, the fact that I have that flexibility with my summers made it much more bearable. I think if we didn't have that flexibility and the ability to be together, even now going into the school year, if we didn't have the ability, I mean now we're married, so it's totally different. Like we don't have a choice but to make this work. But when we were just dating, if I didn't have that ability to come out here every other weekend, I don't think it would have worked.
No,
Like
for sure.
and the ironic thing about that is that like my ex was an over the road truck driver, so like I was used to him being gone for like 6 weeks at a time and then just coming home for a 36-hour reset and then going back out. But I feel like this is totally different than that, and I've told you that. Like I feel like the fact that we started out separate and like not together for me has made it harder. Like I know you said the opposite, like but for me personally, like had we started out here or there, whichever, in one place, like say I met you in Pennsylvania
Okay.
and like we got together and started dating and whatever.
Rumspringa.
Sure. And well, I don't know what your obsession with that is.
Mhm.
And then your job made you move out here, and I couldn't move out here yet, the same way as it is now with Giuseppe and whatever. So say that happened, and you were here now. I think I would have handled that better because we would have already had like an
I would have.
established base. I know you're the
I
opposite,
know. I would have hated that.
but because we already had like an established base and whatever, like I think that would have been easier for me. Like I think this is harder for me because we do have two separate lives, and like I said, like I just come into and go out of your life, and like that, like just 2 weeks ago is the first time that I got to see the bar that you hang out at on Wednesday nights. Like it's weird to me to like even like that, like there are so many of your friends that I haven't met yet just because like we haven't gotten the opportunity for various reasons, or maybe we had plans and then had to cancel them because COVID or like whatever. Like there's stuff that like hasn't happened yet. I mean, and now we're married, and like so that to me is weird. Like because like I said, like you've been to Pennsylvania twice, but like my life is so boring that like in those two visits I was able to like show you my life. Like but yours isn't that way, even though you say that it is. But it isn't because this is your home base. So like I don't like I have a few friends from high school, but like you have a whole high school friend base. Like
Yeah.
and then you have your other friend, like you have like different sets of friends, and I haven't
I'm a
met
popular
all of
guy,
them.
sweetheart. People
Sure.
love to befriend me.
Sure.
You have cream cheese under your nail,
I
and
don't
it's like,
care.
no, it's like creeping me out.
Anyways, um I keep my circle very small. I don't like people. I think that people are very shady in their things that they do. So
Mm.
I have a very small. There are a lot of people that I'm acquaintanced with. There are a lot of people that I'm friendly with, but like there are very few people that I would actually say are my friends. And so like we're very different in that regard. So like I'm very social. I know a lot of people. I don't hang out with a lot of people. Like my circle is very small. Whereas like you say your circle's small, but like I feel like every day a new person messages you that I've never heard of in my life. It just is. And I'm not that way. Like when my phone goes off, it's like two people. So we're different. Anyway.
Okay.
But so I think it works for us because of like that, like the flexibility of me coming out here, the communication, because I tell you what I need. And I think like if we had dated at a different time in my life, I wouldn't, because even like that, like I said earlier, like I feel like there's very little of me in our relationship. And I mean that globally because I tend to be a people pleaser. Like I don't assert myself. I will absolutely like tell you what it is that I want and need, but if you don't act on it, I don't until it's a problem, I don't push it. So like even this podcast, like I was like, "Hey, I want to do a podcast with you." And you were like, "Okay, great. I'll do that." And then it never came to fruition. And like I was upset about that, but like I didn't say anything until it became a problem to me. Otherwise, like I was just going to keep going like whatever. So for me, it's a very whatever. So like but now like I've gotten to the point in my life where like I will communicate those things once they're a problem to me. I always say them, but whether you pick up on how pertinent it is to me or not depends on how well you know me, I guess. But what? Because if you know that about me, then you know that everything that I say is meaningful. And I'm not just like saying, like, oh, I want to do a podcast, like all willy nilly. Like, I'm saying I want to do a podcast. Even like music. I told you I want to make music with you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that. Like, I didn't just say it to be like, oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
would like
that well, that was technically my suggestion.
I mean,
Yeah. That's not,
Yeah.
I mean, roll our eyes. It was my suggestion.
We'll leave that alone. Anyways, so I think I've told you that I wanted to make music with you numerous times previously. Um, but anyways, I think that those are key factors as to why it works for us. Why? What do you think makes it work for us?
What makes long distance relationship work for us?
Yeah,
Uh,
because most people like can't
right.
make them work.
Well,
That's what I
I agree with everything you said, but I chalk it up to just, I mean, age is one thing, but I also think that age isn't a standard. Like there are some 30-something-year-olds that act like they're 12 to me.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, age isn't always. I think it's strength.
What do you mean?
We're just stronger people. We're stronger intellectually. We're stronger emotionally. I'm not saying more than other people. I'm just saying when it comes to us as individuals, weaker individuals would lie and cheat and not make it work.
Okay.
And I don't think that has anything to do with age. It has a lot to do with the maturity, you know, which also comes with age sometimes. So
Sometimes.
I said age the last time, and I'm going to revise that to I think it's more than just age. But 10, 15 years ago, obviously, I wasn't as strong and I was a weaker individual, and this wouldn't have worked.
No, not at all.
So, wow, you really liking those Funyuns?
You ate your whole bag. You act like I'm like eating more than you did.
You know, I'm very
longer.
dissatisfied with the fact that you have these nice big ass rings and mine were fucking crumbles.
Not my ring.
No, it's Funyuns. It's Frito-Lay's fault, not your fault. It's like the fucking distributor was hacky sacking the box before it came to the store, and I got the bag that got the heel. Anyway, that's been the podcast. We're overtime.
You're a mess.
I know. Happy 1 month.
Happy 1 month.
I love you.
I love you.
That's a pat. That's, yep, we're keeping it in.
Yeah.
All right, that's the pod. I'm Tony.
And I'm Tralana.
Okay, bye.
Bye.